All right, here's your daily dose of crypto airdrop alpha heading into the weekend. Let's start out with some good news, which is that you can claim your OP token rewards for staking mode right now. Remember, you have to claim this weekly, and if you don't claim, you lose your allocation. So make sure if you're staking mode tokens, you go and claim this OP. Next up, it looks like there's going to be a new meme coin airdrop on Solana called Holdium. And this one is going to be distributed to people that have already held other meme coins on Solana. So there's some details in this post right here, and you will have to go and register your wallet if you want to qualify for this. Registration opens on June 26th and closes on July 12th. So I will post or will bring an update as soon as the registration for this is open, but for now you can go and check it out. All right, next up, let's talk about Blast. So this is from Vasu Crypto, but this is all over Twitter at this point, and it looks like the max total supply of the Blast token is going to be 100 billion tokens. Now, this is obviously absolutely massive. Most L2s drop with a supply around 1 billion tokens. ZK Sync dropped with 10 billion tokens, and Blast is dropping with 100 billion. As a result of this, the pre-market price of the Blast token before it actually comes into existence has dropped from around $4 to 13 cents. So this is just an absolute bloodbath in the pre-market trading. Now, it's important to remember that there isn't that much liquidity on websites like Whales Market or AFO where you're trading these tokens before they even exist. But regardless, this does show at least an approximation of the market sentiment, and it is not looking good for Blast. There's also been some leaks going around of people that were digging into the smart contract information, and it looks like there's going to be some sort of vesting schedule for Blast tokens as well. Now, this token is going to be listed on some exchanges. BitGet is one of the primary partners, it looks like, and this airdrop is coming in 5 days. I personally have not been actively farming Blast all that much because I wasn't a huge fan of the security situation, a lot of rugs on that network, and overall I just wanted to allocate my time, energy, and capital elsewhere. But for all of the people that did spend a lot of time and money farming Blast, I do hope that it is not as bad as it seems like it's going to be. Okay, moving forward now, I wanted to talk about the 2 or 3 main airdrops that I'm farming with significant capital, high TVL airdrops, and one of those is mitosis. So I've spoken about this a bunch of times on the channel. I'm into it with this wallet for about 5K, and in another wallet I've added considerably more than that as well. And I do think that this is going to be a solid one because especially at this point, it's a multi-airdrop qualifier where you get to hit mitosis, you get to hit EtherFi, you get to hit Eigenlayer, and then you get to hit Linea if you deposit on the Linea L2. Now this leads into the second major airdrop that I've been farming pretty heavily with large amounts of capital for a while, which is Eigenlayer and all of the different LRTs, but that also leads into the third one, which I am currently kind of farming, but will be heavily farming as of July 1st, which is the new Mantle Liquid Restake token. Now, in case you missed this when it came out about a week ago, Mantle is launching their LRT, and it's going to go by the ticker symbol CMETH. And I will 100% be taking a pretty sizable stack of several ETH, potentially up to 10 ETH, and going into this as of July 1st, which is when season 1 starts. And when we farm this new Mantle LRT token, we're going to be earning a share of the Cook token. I've already been kind of farming it because Mantle has this meme coin called Puff, where it looks like that's going to be also convertible or have some rewards in the Cook token as well. But as of July 1st, this is going to be my new main focus within the LRT ecosystem. So I'll have mitosis, and then I'll have the Mantle LRT. Those are going to be my 2 big buckets of airdrop farming with liquidity. So just a heads up on that, and I'll bring an update when I actually fully move into this. I'm probably going to take all of the ETH I have with Renzo, pivot it into this, and rejig a lot of my positions. So especially if you've been tracking my public wallet on apps like DBank, you'll notice this as of about a week from now, week and a half. All right, next up, let's move to the Solana ecosystem. So for starters, this is great news from Grass. It looks like we're getting even closer to the Grass token dropping because now you can go into the Grass application and connect your Solana wallet. So it's very important that you do this. Make sure that you do it ASAP because they're probably not going to drop to people that don't connect a wallet. This is going to be another way that they weed out Sybils or bots or whatever. So definitely go connect a wallet, and also you have to connect an email address and hopefully this one comes soon. Then other airdrops within the Solana ecosystem, MarginFi posted this. Now, I have kind of a suspicion that they're not actually even teasing the token, because all they do is keep adding new products, which obviously is good for MarginFi, but not so great for people that have been farming the point system for, at this point, a year. And then the other Solana airdrop alpha I have for you, this is a post from jussie.sol, which is a helpful reminder of how you qualify for Meteora points and the Met airdrop. So basically what it boils down to is you have to provide liquidity, vaults don't count, and you get points based on the amount of money that you add to liquidity pools, but also the amount that you earn in fees. So you can see you earn 1,000 points per dollar earned from fees, and you earn more fees if you provide LP on non-correlated assets like stablecoins and Solana, for example. You earn fewer fees if you provide liquidity on correlated assets like Solana and Stakesol or a couple of different LSTs, but you have less risk of impermanent loss doing that as well. And you still do earn 1 point per dollar per 24 hours that you provide in liquidity. So that is another way that you can earn points for Meteora. Okay, next up, this is actually an important piece of alpha that was brought to my attention by members in my Discord just yesterday, something I wish that I knew about a long time ago, which is that if you are farming the Merkle airdrop and minting these M badges, apparently you can save a massive amount of money if you mint a badge using a domain name or the mint name with 14 to 16 characters, because the fewer characters that you use in your name, the more expensive the badge is. So you could potentially be saving $1.70 per mint, which definitely adds up if you're minting all of these badges. So for example, let's say I wanted to mint this M badge for the Across Bridge. If I put the username that I have been using this whole time, cryptocove.eth or cryptocove.wonder, and go to mint this, it's gonna cost me $1.39. But if I reject that and then just add a name with as many characters as I can, you can see that with every character that I add, the total cost to mint this is going down. So if I just max out the characters, set that name, and then mint this, the cost is going to be significantly less, only 35 cents. So this is definitely a pro tip for people farming Merkle. Make sure that you do this in order to save money. Okay, moving on now to a couple of pieces of Bridge airdrop alpha. For starters, I want to talk about Hyperlane. This is from Sean Farms, who is a pretty underrated follow on Twitter. And he's talking about how there's really not that many people bridging between EVM and non-EVM, so Cosmos chains, and then also even fewer people providing liquidity of TIA-M and ETH on Arbitrum. So if you're looking for a way to stand out when you're farming the Hyperlane airdrop, make sure that you do this, and then also make sure that you provide liquidity, even if it's a small amount, say $100, just a notional amount, just to sort of tick that box. That could make a big difference. And then the other piece of Bridge airdrop alpha I have is for Jumper. It looks like there's about 1 week left to mint your dynamic PFP. I'm not sure if they're going to extend this, but according to this right here, there is a deadline of June 29th to mint your dynamic PFP on Merkle. So make sure that you do that if you want to get this. And then beyond that, I just wanted to say that today I dropped a new video on my Patreon, which is the top 10 L2 airdrops that I think there's still time to farm today. And I've separated it into TVL-based airdrops, transaction-based airdrops, and hybrid airdrops. So this is only going to be for Patreon members for a while, and then I'll drop it on YouTube after a little bit of an early access period. And then if you do decide to join the Patreon, it's $5 per month. You get early access to content like that. But on top of that, for that $5, you also get access to the Cove Discord, where we post token claim reminders to make sure that you never miss a claim. We post time-sensitive airdrop alpha when there's stuff to do. And then we have specific channels for all kinds of different airdrops where people are discussing optimal strategies to max qualify. So if you want to hop into the Patreon, you get access to early content and then this Discord as well. So that is it for today's alpha. Hopefully you found this useful. As always, have a great weekend, and I'll see you later.